Before we get going into the video, my name is Brando. For the new viewers, I'm the founder of Brandlux Media. We are an e-commerce growth agency. We've been able and so fortunate to work with 100 plus partners. And so the reason I started this channel is to document every framework that I know is proven to work and that actually work so that you can get some value from it and, hopefully make your business a success. With no further ado, I hope you enjoy this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about a niche store, a niche e-commerce store that's doing around $1 million a month or more. And as usual, I'm going to bring you through their exact strategy. What are they doing with their ads? What are they doing with their landing page? They're doing an absolute amazing job when it comes to their testing advertorials and pages. And I'm going to show you exactly what they're doing. And then I'm going to just talk generally the framework that they're using to scaling their brand so that you can do the same for your exact e-commerce brand. With no further ado, let's get right into this case study. Great, so right before we get into the case study, this is just one of our clients, just to show you the types of caliber of clients that we're used to working with, as I always do in my videos, just in case you're a new viewer. This is just one of our clients. We brought him in, they were doing around $80,000-$90,000 a month. And then of course also with Q4, but to be honest, it wasn't expected. We hit almost $500,000 in a single month in December, which is also, by the way, is lower season than December. Typically December is a bit dead because it's right after Black Friday, but we were able to still break through, and we're still breaking through right now. We've descaled a bit, of course, but we're stabilizing the account. But why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this because of course we work with multiple 6, 7 and 8 figure companies. And as we go through all these accounts, as we go through all of these different industries and products, the number one most profitable activity that allows us to get results like this and like others, like I've shown in my other hundreds of videos in my YouTube channels, is literally understanding the art of funnel hacking and competitor research, competitor analysis. And so this is the exact reason why I'm going to show you this case study about a company called, drumroll, the company is called, what is it called? Manta Sleep. Okay, so they're not a $1 trillion company. Okay, so once again, like I always say to my clients, it doesn't actually make sense. Maybe you can take inspiration from, but it doesn't actually make sense to study strategies that 9-figure companies are doing if you're at like $3, $4, $5 million a year, because those people are really well funded. They have unlimited budgets almost in some cases, and they're able to like really perhaps lose money to acquire each customer. Well, if you're a 7-figure brand or even like 8-figure brand, to be honest, sometimes we don't have that privilege, and so we have to be very strategic with marketing. So what I always say, let me just zoom out a little bit. What I always like to say is that whenever we do these competitor researches and analysis, same thing what I'm doing with Manta Sleep, which is what I'm going to do in this video, is that we always want to find companies that are maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead, meaning that if you're doing $1 million a year, $3 million a year, maybe you want to look at a company that's doing 10, right, or something like that, so that you can basically have the blueprint that they've used. You can get that blueprint, understand it, analyze it, and then of course implement it so that you don't waste any time and resources, right, which is very valuable. Now let's go exactly through how they're doing this $1 million a month. As you can see, they're running a lot of ads. Let's filter by active ads. These are ads also across multiple channels, like basically all channels. That's Facebook, that's TikTok, that's also this is mostly social, but I've also seen that they run YouTube ads and just Google ads in general, which is doing very, very well for them. But the one thing that I want you to notice over here, which is really, really interesting, okay, this is really, really interesting, is that they're running 30% of video ads and images are 66%. And if I look at their ads library, I think they are running quite a lot of ads specifically on, I already have it opened here. They're running, let's see, 100, 200 ads, 160 ads. So this is multiple six figures a month in ad spend, probably close to $200,000-$300,000 if I have to be honest here. Just looking at comparing the proportions between our clients. So they're doing quite well, and as you can see, they're running a lot of image ads here as well, a lot of image ads, and of course some UGC. But let's take a look at the proportions over here, and this is really, really interesting because typically the approach is go all in on video ads, right? Especially maybe a product like that, like this, which maybe needs a bit of like objection handling or stuff like that. But the beauty of how they are doing it is that they're basically creating their own pool of marketing materials, and you'll see in just a second what I mean by that with image ads, which, you know, you have to see the approach of which you're marketing. You have to understand the approach of which you're marketing can also get saturated, just like kind of like offers get saturated, just like products and markets get saturated. Also, the way that you're pushing your product can get saturated. So many people, I know for a fact, are not really scaling with image ads, and so they're doing it beautifully. And so what I want to show you here is actually share a tool that is really, really helpful. As you can, let me just filter by image ads, longest running, which is basically the most profitable, and some ads have been running since 2023. To give you an idea on how profitable they are. And so as you can tell, like many of these image ads are very, very kind of like focused on acquiring customers, because of course, like the actual product itself, like people know what it is. They know what it is. Maybe they can, if they don't know what it is, because it could be in any type of mask, they can just read on the description or something like that, and then they know what it is. So what they're doing here is that they're really increasing the perceived value of the product. You see, like probably most of these images are also AI enhanced, so they even look better and high perceived. Look at they're also doing memes. Look at how many image ads they're running. And so these are beautiful, and they're also unique. It's not just an image ad of a product. They have features, benefits. They have us versus them. They have testimonials. They have like Twitter posts, seems like, features, benefits, once again, lifestyle, reviews, authority. They also had an authority one, which I liked a lot. Let me find it once again. The authority post, where is it? It's right over here at the top, I believe. There it is. Whoops, no, this one here. Like Manta Sleep Mask have really helped me fall asleep. This is like an article, like a news article with like, you know, Self, Newsweek, Men's Journal, Women's Health. You see, so how do you actually replicate something like this? Because once again, in these case studies, sure, I'm going to bring you through what they're doing. It's cool, super cool, amazing. But I also want to touch base on exactly how they're able to replicate these things. So there's a tool that we use, that we love, that we call that's called Creative OS. It's a tool that it's like $50 a month. You can also get ad templates. You can also get email templates. We just don't use them because we have our own landing page templates. But what this allows you to do is that you can go into ads, and first of all, let's just say you're a competitor of this Manta Sleep. You would go here and understand, okay, based on this research, we can understand that these are the types of ads 1 through 10 are the types of ads that are really, really working well for them. Okay, so how can I go ahead and replicate these things? So you can go in here and you can filter by testimonial ads, social proof ads, offer ads. Let's just do like features and benefits, which I always like. And then you can choose templates here. You can click on it, and then you can go over here and you can either edit it on Canva, or if you have your own Figma document, you could just copy to Figma, and then you go on Figma and you literally paste it. And what's going to give you, it's going to give you this image that you're seeing, and then the template where you can just repurpose it. Just do it on Canva, just to show you an example. And you also have an example over here. I think it's the same one, or a very similar one. You essentially just, I'm not going to do it now, but use this template, and then it brings you to like a page like this, which you can just fully customize. This is the creative that was kind of like in the Creative OS. And then here you can just create your own. You put your image over here, of course. You can go in here and change kind of your colors. Let's just say we want to do the same one, or maybe a green one instead of, you know, it's like our brand colors. And then you can add your image here, change kind of like the ingredients. It's like already done. Now, of course, if you needed to replicate this, you could do it yourself, but it probably takes a lot of time to put all these things, you know, it's a lot of work. And so this probably saves you 50 to 100% of your time, if we have to be honest, because all of my team uses this, and it's like they use it all day and all night. And so you can do the same with all types of designs. So this is what I would do if you want. This is an amazing one with Goldie. You can do the same exact thing. And this is what I would do to understand, or sorry, replicate their current winning kind of process when it comes to image ads. And once again, the ones that I really like, I also have a document here. The ones that I really like are these ones. These are my favorites. So we have like featured in, let me zoom in a little bit. We have features and benefits. We have buy one, get one free. So these are offer ads. We have us versus them. We have kind of like when people answer the questions on Instagram. We've seen that many times right now, right? We have billboard ads. This is one of my favorites as well. It works super well. It's like a fake Google search. as in fact, as you see, it says GOGGL instead of GOOGLE, and so it's not actual Google, but it's a very creative way to do it. The best weight loss supplement, and then you put your brand here, and then these are also very organic, work very, very well, like literally just comments on a Facebook post, so super old school. Could be Instagram, could be whatever you want, could be a text, a conversation, also works well. And then these are what I like to call inverse reviews, where you basically say why you'll regret buying this skincare treatment, and you're basically, it's giving you 1 star here just to give you an understanding of the framework, and it says all my other skincare products absorb so much better, I don't have to apply as much, and they were really expensive, 1 star. And so it's like it's an inverse review, which but it's like a positive conclusion, right? So these are the types of kind of like image ads that I recommend testing, and what they're also doing. Now, we also have to understand one thing, that when we are doing image ads, a lot of people think that image ads are mostly for retargeting, so getting that person back into the funnel. But you can use this retargeting strategy like this other company is doing, with different levels of awareness. The most aware, problem aware, people that are completely unaware of what the product is. You can, throughout image, you can explain what a product does, its features, its benefits. If somebody is aware, maybe you want to do a kind of like a featured in ad where they can see, okay, this brand is actually legit, let me actually go ahead and purchase or explore more, stuff like that. You can essentially break down all stages of awareness, all the funnels of awareness, into image ads as well. You just have to be very creative like they're doing, and you have to leverage tools like Creative OS, because it's a pretty big deal. It really helps you do it. So if you have team members, it's $50 a month. Pay the $50 and you get a bunch of these templates, and it's going to save you a lot of time. So that's the first thing that I want to talk about, that I wanted to talk about when it comes to kind of like what they're doing with their ads. The other thing that I want to talk about is landing pages. Look how many different, 8% here, 5% here, 4% here, 4% here. They're basically testing so many different landing pages, which is really, really good to see. And let's explore what these landing pages are. So this is, I zoomed out, of course, just to give you a better understanding of what it is. This is just one where it starts with kind of like this headline: wake up, fully rested, even in broad daylight. This is another one, same headline, different images. They're probably touching based on different pain points. As you can see here, this section is completely different. It's more of like an advertorial style, right? And then they have this other one where the same headline, and they're just testing different offers, which is really, really creative. And then they also have an advertorial. Where's the advertorial? Maybe this is the advertorial. Let me see over here. They had one called, where is it? Page, I think 5 reasons why. There it is. This is like an advertorial, right? Let's see if it opens up the same. Yeah, it's this one over here. This is actually the advertorial. I'm not sure why they're calling it 5 reasons why. I think it's this one over here. This is the 5 reasons why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just, there's probably a URL redirect. Either way, you get the point. And by the way, advertorials, they're so really, really powerful. I've used it for my clients. I'm also starting my own brands. I'm not sure if everybody knows, but I'm starting my own brands as well. We're getting companies scaled up, or a new company scaled up with advertorials in a very competitive market, and it's working. It's giving me, like, personal brand, it's giving me like 3, 4, 5% conversion rate, $70, $80 AOV. I can do a whole case study on that on another video. But long story short, they work. And so why do they work? Why do I really advise advertorials? Just in general. Before I talk about advertorials, going back to finishing what they're doing here is that they're being very smart and redirecting people to other landing pages to see which one converts at a better rate, whether it's the different structure of a page, whether it's a different offer, right, whether it's an advertorial, whether it's a product page. You gather data, and then you come to conclusion, then say, okay, maybe the one that's, this 8.5%, the broad off store 1 million whatever page with that header gave me the best conversion rate, and so I'm going to put all the people there, or the majority of the people I'm going to send to that page. But going back to the advertorial, which I really recommend doing, this is an amazing strategy, because what you're doing here is that you're essentially getting people to a place where they're just consuming information and learning more about their pain points, learning information in general, because you're maybe being very descriptive or informative with like scientific case studies or whatever, all of your sources, and they're learning and you're not hard selling. Okay, people don't really like to be sold. They don't like to be sold. They like to consume information and learn, right? We're in this era called the skepticism era, where everything they see, everything consumers see, since they're not stupid, right? They know that there's scams around. They don't trust. So an advertorial is a great way to do that. You do a couple things are the advantages: that you're not direct, so you provide information and value up front before selling, which is of course appreciated. And then you can also act as an extra retargeting layer. So you can not only retarget people that landed on your page, but you can also retarget people that saw advertorial number 1, and then you can retarget those people, as you can see here, advertorial 1 retargeting pool. You can retarget all these people with different ads to different advertorials to solve different levels or stages of awareness. And this, of course, it's maybe a bit more advanced. And then you can also just send them to the product page if you want that instant conversion, so that they don't have to read the advertorial again, okay? Because they're already sold, they already read it, and now we can send this retargeting pool to a product page directly. This is just one way to do it. Of course, there's also many other winning frameworks in terms of advertorial that I really recommend. The one that you saw over there is X reasons why. It was just 5 reasons why. So that's one of my main favorite ones, because you're literally just giving 5 to 7 reasons why this is the product of 2024 or 2025, whatever. Another one is storytelling, where you tell a story maybe of a customer journey, of how they went from A to Z, and then you kind of build the bridge, and the bridge is your solution. And then there's like third-party review landing pages. This is a smart one, where we basically, you can do any type of advertorial, but we leverage like a third-party landing page with another website link, another Facebook page, so that it looks like it's unbiased, right? This is a very smart one. And then all of these go, of course, redirect to the website. And anyways, I just wanted to talk about the power of advertorials if you leverage them in the right way. And this is what they're also doing. As you can see, they're sending traffic to this advertorial. Where is it? And it seems like it's doing quite well. Okay. And then of course, if they click here, they can actually buy directly on the advertorial, which is interesting. Typically what happens with advertorials is that we redirect people to the actual product page. So you would go from advertorial to product page. It seems like what they're doing, maybe they tested and it worked for them, is that they're just sending traffic to this kind of like advertorial / product page where they can also buy directly. So it's interesting. It's an interesting approach. Maybe it's worth testing. Who knows? Okay. So what else do we have to talk about here? I think we went over a lot of things. Let's take a look at what they're doing with their videos, just because I'm curious. They're probably doing a lot of B-rolls, as usual, B-rolls and scripts. Let's take a look.
Where are my light sleepers at? I have a little hack that I have to share with you guys. I know a lot of us may use sleep masks or sound machines, but I found something that combines the two and creates the best of both worlds. This is the Manta Sleep Mask Sound. First of all, it is so comfortable. I honestly cannot.
So very raw UGC video.
I am somebody who struggles with leaving work at work. Guess what this costs me? My sleep. That is why.
This mask sucks. It doesn't fully block out all the light, so it takes forever for me to fall asleep. It doesn't stay on all night, so I wake up whenever.
So this is a higher production video, which is interesting. Let's filter by longest. Okay, it's already longest running. Take a look at this one.
Oh, okay, it's dark.
Give me a high five. I'm out here in Times Square with Manta Sleep, and I'm gonna find people.
So this is kind of like a social environment, very fun and creative way. In fact, it's probably a winning ad since February, so it's very profitable ad. So all of these ads seem really interesting. They're all UGC based, as you can tell. They're not like some super highly produced video about the product. It's all UGC content. And what I advise you to do, if you don't know if a concept is going to work, I would advise you to follow my traditional, I always talk about this, the B-roll strategy, where you basically reach out to creators. Let me just go down here. Where is it? Yeah, we reach out to creators and we ask for B-rolls. So instead of reaching out to 5 and asking for one video, which is like $200-300, it's the same price, but you ask for B-rolls, so pieces of content that you can then after put together and create even more videos. Instead of going back to the creator and being charged an extra $200, you can just create your own by sending resources to an editor, and then the editor will basically, video editor will basically have a bunch of B-rolls. You can provide them with a script, and then they just put the whole pieces together, and then you can recreate all of these scenes and all of these video ads in a very organic way, in a very raw, authentic way. And once you've proven a point that it works on your brand, for your brand, on your ad account, then you can go maybe ahead and just do the raw video like this one.
The man to sleep mask. Even on nights that I'm not getting
Something raw or organic like this, where it's just the creator speaking. These videos, once again, they just cost more because it takes more time, and it's typically like a couple $100 for one video and maybe 3 hooks or something like that. So that's more expensive. You get less for what you pay for compared to the B-roll strategy, right? But we still use the strategy, but only once we're sure by at least 90% that it's probably going to work on our ad account. Okay, I hope this video was valuable. I did speak about multiple different aspects. Let me see if I missed something over here. Yeah, by the way, if you want this resource, everybody's asking me for this resource, so I just created an opt-in page. You can give us your email and we'll send it to you, but it's a command center where we have this is how we track all the data of our clients. We have reporting systems, creative concepts, over here where you get inspiration from. Let me move myself a bit. We have a creative testing tracker. You can take a look at what this is, where we record all of our ad copies based on different levels of awareness. We also have a research template here, really interesting. Visuals, how do we track visuals for our clients, UGC tracker, TikTok shop tracker, email campaigns tracker. We have everything, a CRO tracker. We basically have everything for everything. And so if you want this for your company so that you can basically be a bit more smarter when it comes to documenting your journey, tracking what works and what doesn't, which is fundamentally one of the most important things that 8-figure businesses do to get to 8 figures, tracking and understanding what your numbers tell you so that you can put the resources in the right spots. If you want it, there's a link below. Give us your email, we'll send it to your inbox. And also, if you own a company that's doing $50,000 to $100,000 a month and you want a free audit, free strategy session from us, you can take a look if we have some slots open, and you can just book your discovery call. If there are slots open, we can have the call. If there's no slots open, you're gonna have to wait. Okay, that's it for this video. See you in the next one, and bye, peace. On a side note, before I end it off here, if you actually own an e-commerce business and you want your business and your brand to be audited, we can just hop on a call, hop on a free strategy session with myself or one of my team members, and we can pretty much have a conversation about your roadmap towards next year and how perhaps you can reach your goals. The conversation is very laid back. It's honestly just to understand if there's an opportunity for us to do even business together one day. Okay, with no further ado, thank you once again. And who knows, maybe see you in the next masterclass.